Are we back? We are. You got to swim up to the table.
Episode number
11. This is 11. I've written it down so we don't have to do the old song and dance of what episode are we on? We're back with
episode 11.
Flargy and Buttermilk Mike. Welcome to be announced.
Hi, I'm Buttermilk Mike. We're gonna actually put this one out for everybody to see what we look like. Sorry.
Yeah, so that's why we gotta address something real quick.
What?
Your neck hairs are about to grow into your regular hair.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. I don't think you can tell from...
You look like, you remember the little boy on Jumanji when he turned into a monkey? That's what you look like right now.
It's not funny.
Well, it's true though. So real quick, I'm just gonna shave this stuff on his neck. So we're gonna get that out.
No, yeah. So we're
it's like miles lower back.
We are gonna just shave my neck. It's gonna make their. I feel like you're going higher than you should.
Dog, it goes real high, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there's so much.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it looks like a Serbian bush back here.
I look like Robin Williams' knuckle.
Jeez, you look like Dennis's arms.
Oh, that's a Rye Guy reference.
Oh my god.
Oh,
gee whiz.
And this is how.
This is friendship right here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be good for everyone just listening.
Yeah, this is.
Just get to hear the sound of me shaving your neck.
Yeah.
I'm not touching your hair though, so you're gonna have to dispose of that on your own. Just like hairballs back there. Alright, so that's done. Back to the podcast.
What? Oh, you shaved the back of my head. Okay.
What other podcast does someone get their neck shaved in the beginning of it?
I mean, you've been making fun of it a lot. I've been growing my hair out.
It's an awkward face.
Yeah, so thank you for that.
No problem, man. It looks way better.
Yeah, I feel lighter.
3 pounds lighter.
Yeah, it's crazy. I got loose hair.
It looked like
it's like when I shave my pubes.
It looks like when you dig into the drain, you know what I'm saying? You pull out this ball of hair.
Yeah.
And
mixed with semen. Oh, okay, we're on the same page.
Okay.
We're not even ready to. What are we talking about today?
Well, that was the first thing. What's new? Anything good happened this week? Anything you want to talk about?
Oh, I got my neck shaved. It was
You got
nice.
your neck shaved? Heck yeah, that's.
Oh man, this week has been a week.
Okay.
No, nothing.
Okay, I thought you had something good.
No, nothing personally to me.
Yeah.
I stubbed my toe.
Okay.
And I think. Take a look at this. Does that look like it's falling off?
Nah, dude, you're good. You ever had a toenail fall off?
No, I haven't. I was really scared.
I had one fall off one time.
Yeah, what happened? How did it work?
It was from playing soccer all summer, right?
Okay.
And I had these boots, and they were really light. Like they weighed like literally like less than a pound. Like these are like the lightest soccer shoes I ever had, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like this thin layer of plastic, and they're supposed to be light so you can run faster or whatever. So they didn't offer a ton of protection.
Right.
And my big toe got stepped on several times during this outdoor season, right? And just every time in the same exact spot on my big toe. And by like the 4th game of the season, this shit was like black. I was like, oh, that's not good. And I remember this one was good because it was raining and storming, so the game got canceled. And the organizer was like, well, you guys can still play if you want, but we can't have like sanctioned play because we can't be liable for that stuff. So I'm gonna leave, and if you guys still play your game, that's fine. So we're like, hell yeah, dude, I'm already out here. It was out here by where you live at that South Park or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yep.
So I was like, well, I'm not going home without playing. And the other guys were like, sure, let's play. And it's like wet and raining, and I remember I slipped, and someone stepped on my toe then. And as soon as they did, I was like, ooh, that's it. And I went to the sidelines, I took my shoe off, and I took my sock off. My socks were white, and where my toe was, they were red. So I took my my sock off, and my toenail came off with it. So
that's disgusting.
So I was like,
does it hurt? A really bad like?
Oh yeah, dude, I had to like bandage that up because it's like real tender because there's no toenail there.
It makes me want to throw up.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to talk about after stubbing your toe?
No, other than stubbing my toe, that's been the highlight and low life of my week. It's kind of merged into one.
Trying to think. I saw Detective Pikachu Thursday night.
Yep.
Did you go see it yet?
No, not yet.
We
were gonna go last night, but then we decided not to. So we'll probably go see it here soon within the week. So we can talk about that.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. We were saying probably the best video game adaptation thus far.
In movie form.
Right. It's a low bar to clear, I realize, because we talked about some of the horrible movies they made before.
Better than Doom.
Better than Doom. Also, and this is tough. This is tough for me to say as a 90s kid, but it was better than Mario Bros.
That movie is my childhood.
That movie was.
So what made
Detective Pikachu good?
Yeah, is it Ryan Reynolds?
Oh, I liked Ryan Reynolds. I thought the story was good. Having not played the Detective Pikachu game, I don't know how closely that skews to the story of the game, but
do you think that might help? Maybe if you played the game, it would be worse.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's interesting because that's a spin-off game of the Pokemon series. Right. So this is a movie based on the spin-off.
Yeah.
Which is
but I feel like it'd be weird to make a movie of the core Pokemon gameplay. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well,
because you spend the whole game. Yeah. Well, you spend the whole game catching Pokemon and going from gym to gym, and if you're really a nerd, then you spend the whole game breeding Pokemon for the correct EVs and IVs and leveling that stuff up, right?
Yeah, that's how you played it. So
yes.
Let me ask you this: if James Gunn was involved in a Pokemon movie, do you think it would be good?
Yes.
So
James Gunn could be involved in whatever, and it'd probably be good.
Yeah, he makes gold usually.
Solid gold. He shits gold.
He's been involved in video games too, but
no, I thought it was really good. I told you like the one complaint I had is that I feel like they didn't make enough Pokemon for it. I feel like they only animated a certain subset of Pokemon and then just kind of copy pasted them into different parts of the environment.
Mm-hmm.
And it just would have been cool to see some other like favorites. I mean, there's like 850 Pokemon, and I'd say they made like 35.
Yeah.
But the ones they made looked amazing. That's why I wish there were more.
Right. So, Ryan Reynolds did a great. Who was the supporting cast in that movie?
I didn't really know.
Some nobodies, or
yeah, I feel like was Ken Watanabe in it. Maybe I think he might have been the police captain. Mewtwo was a badass. I like Mewtwo.
Yeah. So overall, pretty good movie. First time.
Yeah, it was good.
And you kind of went in here with expectations that it's going to be good.
Yeah, and it didn't disappoint. I liked it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so that was good. You know what's not been so good?
I know. Let me guess.
Yes.
Game of Thrones.
Nailed it, bro.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones has been
a letdown.
Yeah, I think so. And I know a lot of people are liking it, and this is kind of the conclusion that I've come to. If you have been a fan since the beginning, I think that this is disappointing. But if you've been a fan from the later seasons, this is sick to you, I think. And I think that's because these subset of fans come with different expectations, maybe.
Yeah. So you're saying people jump on the bandwagon,
right?
And they're just
if what hooked you was the early seasons, there wasn't the same amount of action.
So it was what I hear from a lot of people is that those early seasons, those are boring. If you get past those early seasons, that's when it picks up.
Yeah, if that's what you hear from people, they're dumb.
Well, they're not experienced in the show. They're not
right. The early seasons were so good because it was just like slow burn, like methodical, like
sex.
Yes. It was like watching Skinamax after your parents went to bed.
Right. There's a few more penises in there than
in Game of Thrones.
Right. There's been penises.
Yes.
So I'm always excited to see. I don't think that there's enough love for the male side, right? When there's nudity in movies, it's usually boobies, right?
Yeah.
I'm excited to see some more wieners.
You like to see some guy hang dong. Huh?
Yeah, why not? Why don't we see that more?
I agree.
Best part of Superstar, that movie.
That was a good movie. Popstar.
Popstar was the wiener.
No, but I feel like this season has felt rushed.
Mm-hmm,
it has felt like I feel like characters don't act like themselves anymore. Like, dog, how many copies of Gran Turismo 2 do you have? 5?
No.
It's a double?
It's a double, so I only got 2 copies.
Oh, okay. But how many copies of Gran Turismo 1 do you have? 2?
Just 1. No, that's 1.
2 copies of Colony War?
No, that's just 1.
2 copies of Metal Gear Solid?
No,
I think you're getting out of hand here, man. You got 2 copies of everything.
You see the 2 discs there? So, I got the greatest hits and then not the greatest hits.
Okay.
Why do you judge me? You know what? You were talking about something and staring at that.
Yeah. Well,
undiagnosed. I diagnosed you with ADHD. Let's go.
There we go.
So,
I just feel like this season, in particular, has been very silly. Like you have like characters doing stupid things. You have the big thing is like, and I think the creators have acknowledged this. Is just, they want to subvert audience expectations, which is fine once in a while, right? It's cool to have like a cool surprise. Oh, hey, I didn't see that coming.
Right.
But I feel like they're doing it just to do it. Like it doesn't.
This is like a
serve
shock
the story.
value. They're trying to just overdo
That's it right there. That's it right there. They want to be like, oh, bet you didn't see that coming. You're like, oh no, I didn't, because you literally didn't foreshadow it. You didn't allude to it. It's just out of nowhere.
Right.
So I'm excited to see it end.
Yeah.
Which I mean, everyone.
So was last season this way as well? Would you say
last season wasn't great, but I don't think it was this bad. Now it feels like there's only 6 episodes this season. It just feels like they're slapping things together.
You think they could have made more episodes and this would have been more fleshed out?
I think they could have. I saw someone say that like if they'd kept the budget from the first few seasons, it would be way better. Just because now the
budget's was lower than
right. You didn't have giant dragons, you didn't have all this crazy stuff, and now they've got millions of dollars per episode, and it shows because they're using it and they're like, hey, let's just have giant battles all the time instead of like the character driven story that it was originally.
Right. Well, that's a shame because it had this big legacy, but as things get popular, they become more mainstream of what these people are liking and wanting. So,
yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I don't know. We'll see how it ends. I guess two more. Yeah. Depending on when this comes out, there'll be an episode Sunday, and then next week will be the last one, I think. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I guess
overall,
I was gonna say, so the ending leaked supposedly,
right? And this is a spoiler-free podcast.
Yeah, I'm not gonna throw it out there. I don't want to ruin anything for anyone. I read it because I just don't care that much anymore. So I'm kind of curious to see if this is accurate. I'm hoping it's a fake spoiler, because if this is what happens, I'm gonna be pissed.
Now these are books that are being.
Yeah, but he hasn't written.
It's not finished.
So that's part of the big thing, right? Is because I think when the books ran out and the showrunners kind of had to do their own thing. I mean, they have an outline from the author, but they're literally filling in all their own stuff. Mm-hmm. So I think that when they lost the source material is kind of when they lost the show.
And that's how it typically works with this kind of media, right? Like, once the creators are kind of done or they're not caught up and the TV production is there, they make up their own stuff.
But see, the thing is, they thought they would have it, right? Because when they started the show, like before they started, there were 4 books out. They did season 1, the 5th book came out, and another one hasn't come out since then. So literally, they were like, yeah, well, he'll just keep releasing them as we're working on this, and we can go from that. And instead, they've kind of had to do their own thing. And like I said, I don't think it's been working. All the best dialogue is from the early seasons that they just cribbed from the book.
Right, yeah, for sure.
So now you've got silly stuff, and you've got dumb speeches, and characters acting way out of character, and you have characters who've just been forgotten.
Yeah.
I mean, largely, like, characters that were so important in the early seasons are just nobody now.
Man.
Which is crazy, but it's whatever.
That sucks. Well, I mean, overall, I guess we'll look at it, when it's all done. And see like what kind of legacy it left.
Yeah,
because it reminds me. And tell me if I'm wrong. It kind of reminds me of when people started getting hyped over The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
and then they just.
The Walking Dead's another one that ran itself into the ground.
Right, I didn't really like it from the beginning that much.
I thought it was okay. I watched probably like the 5th or 6th season, like when Negan came in, and I think I stopped watching when they had that cliffhanger. Who did he kill? Oh, he hit somebody and somebody died. And they're like, yeah, we filmed 11 different endings so people wouldn't be able to leak which one it was. I'm like, all right, you guys are ridiculous.
Right.
But also, that show was the same every time.
Right. You couldn't just go to a new establishment.
Oh, looks like people are the real enemies.
Right.
Which is a cool concept. I get that. The zombies were never the Walking Dead. It was the humans.
Right.
And I thought that was cool. But you can only watch the same story play out so many times. They go to a place, they're like, oh, we're the good guys. And people are, and they start fighting with them. It's like, oh, we killed them all. Are we really the good guys? We've done terrible things. And they all sucked.
Right, but that's another one that kind of, I think, got super popular. And it's funny because, in my bubble, I see that the same people that jumped on to Walking Dead are now the ones jumping on Game of Thrones. Mm-hmm. Like people in the office and my friends that seem to jump on whatever's popular. I think when something becomes so popular, it gets saturated. Like the creators, what you said for Game of Thrones makes sense. They didn't know what to write, but also they feel like they got to get it done now because there's such a big
you gotta strike.
The money's
you gotta
here,
strike while the iron's
right?
hot, right?
Exactly. So
How many more seasons people want to watch? I don't know. It's crazy.
Do you think that they could have took a break, maybe after season 6 or something?
They did. They took a year break. There was no episode last year, or there was no season last year.
Mm-hmm.
So the last season was 2 years before this.
Right.
So they took a break, but
like the Rick and Morty break.
Oh my god! Well, the Rick and Morty break is understandable.
Right. He wants to.
Yeah,
he wanted to, and
well, they're
it's coming down.
Yeah, the problem was they weren't actually renewed.
Right.
They only had so many episodes, but now they got a 99 episode order.
Yeah,
ain't that crazy? Yeah, but you gotta. I mean, I don't know. I was gonna say you gotta hope that it's still popular when it comes back, but I think it will be.
Yeah, that show is. Yeah, it's hard to say, I guess, but I think that show definitely will because that does have a pretty big cult following.
Yeah.